Okay, so if you clicked on this video, you're trying to make shorts to go with your videos on Davinci Resolve. So this is going to be on the newest free version of Davinci Resolve. This is on 19 whatever. I don't know exactly which one it is. It just says 19. Okay, 19.1.3. Okay. So once you have your video edited, and I'm not going to really go through majorly on how to do that. Some of the basics tips I would give is do Control slash and backspace for cutting and moving stuff. Put your favorites, and then you can just click on toolbox instead of the individuals. And if you only got a few favorites, like I have my favorite transitions, my favorite stuff right there, then so that's not what this tutorial is about, though. This is about making shorts with your video, and I haven't done a how-to in a long time, so if I'm like freaking out a little, sorry. So once your video is done editing, go over to deliver, and you can do a custom render setting. This is going to go off screen for me. Maybe I can get to stay on screen, but no. Okay, so I have a custom setting already set. So this is my normal video editing, and I believe you can do, oh, it's right there. Yep. So if once you get your settings all the way you love them, if you want to set it as or save it as a preset, then you just click on the little drop down menu for your render settings. You save as a new preset. As you can see, I have a 1080 MP4 for YouTube, and then I have a YouTube short version, and you guys can see why I like them saved. It auto sets everything quickly, and so I'm going to hurry and save this. Okay, so I'm gonna blank this out. Make sure I blank this area out, just put a black box on it. Okay, so do show all projects on your render queue, and then clear anything rendered on your drop down menu over here. So now that I have this saved, I have the file name, I have everything done, even though you can't see it on the left hand side. I'm going to do add to render queue, and this is going to obviously add it to the render queue. Now, this is normally where when I was first trying to do shorts, I would go back and I'd start editing my short and do save as and save as a different name, but it will mess up your current video. So this is how I've done it to where it's kind of more smooth and streamlined, and I haven't done this yet on 19, but I did it yesterday on 18. I just updated today. So hopefully this works perfectly the same. So go back to edit and zoom all the way out so you can see your whole project. Then click and drag and highlight your entire video so that everything is selected, and do Control C. And just do Control C. Now go to File, Save Project, because you have it saved to be rendered, and do a new project. And we're going to just call this one, this is a Stalker 2 series, so we'll do Stalker 2 Part 12, and we're going to do short. I recommend doing shorts for things like X or Instagram if you post shorts there to show that you have a new video up before doing the YouTube one, especially if you do a character like an avatar, which I'm not going to be doing in the future, which is blah blah blah, which is why I wanted to do this series or this video while I still have videos I'm editing of my avatar. So now we're going to go back to the edit tab, click on the timeline just to make sure it's selected, and do Control V. This will import your project settings, like any audio or video changes you made. Everything will be done exactly. The only thing you need to change, and remember to change this, is I always use track 3 for my music. So your audio mixer will always reset. I always keep it around -30. That's the ballpark for any music I do. Now I always keep it within a minute, so I'm going to edit this video down now to be within a minute. Okay, so now we have a short made, right? It's within a minute. I always do my shorts within a minute. I think you can go up to 3, I think, on shorts for YouTube, but I always stay within a minute. And so yeah, now that we have this done, we can go over to deliver and do the exact same settings as if we were just doing a normal YouTube video. Okay, so now that we have that done, we are going to do add to render queue. And we're going to file, save project, and now we're going to do the short for YouTube. So we're going to go back to edit. Once again, we're going to highlight our entire selection again. Do Control C. We're going to do file and a new project. Sorry, my mind blinked for a second. So this is Stalker 2, part 12, short for YouTube. Start a new project. Now, the reason I wanted to do this while I was still using my character, because I'm going to drop it for at least a little bit, if not forever. So there's not going to be an avatar. So if you don't have an avatar, this is going to be much quicker. If you do, then you're going to need to do a little bit more, but not terribly much more. So the biggest thing you need to do for a YouTube short is go to File, Project Settings, and then just click on Vertical Resolution and Save. And this will change it to a YouTube short resolution. Assuming you have it, okay, hang on, let me double explain this, because you might have it a completely different setting. As long as you're doing 1080 by 1920 HD, swapping these is all it does, as you can see. So as long as you have that, you're good. Now, if you have an avatar or a character or even a face camera or something in the corner, and you want it to be above or below the footage, select just the video, do Control C, go to the end of the video, do Control V, making sure you have nothing else highlighted, and then just simply click and drag it in as a new layer, and you're good. So what I'm going to do here, sorry, zoom the wrong way, zoom in a little bit, making sure they're all selected so you influence every single clip at once, and you don't have to do each individually. You can go and open up your cropping and your zoom. Now I zoom out just a little bit so that it captures a little bit more and position it on the Y-axis a little higher. And we are going to crop the bottom, but that's not majorly important right now. Now we're going to take video 1, and you can click, hold shift, and then click on the final one to just select them all. Or you can hold control and select each clip individually if you only want to do like 2 like this and then 2 clips like this and just separate them out. And we're going to change the position right now over to the avatar. And I usually zoom in a little on the avatar. Just like that. And now we're going to shift click again, and we can mess with the cropping on the bottom. If you want to put the face camera on the top or wherever, you can crop and change it just like that. Obviously, you can take your entire screen and just completely crop away everything but the webcam, and then put that wherever you want on the screen, top, bottom, wherever. Once again, you need to remember that your mixer will reset. So I put mine back to -30, or else the Monster Cat music that I use will blast like crazy. And I'm not going to do that in the recording to show as an example, because that's just loud. Also, I have an end title card saying that the video is live at the YouTube link. This isn't going to be true since you're watching this as a short on YouTube. So we're going to just put Stalker 2 Part 12 is live. And then we're going to change the font to 70. Almost always works good. Almost every time I've had it work great. And that's honestly all the editing you need to do. Go ahead and rewatch it just to make sure it's all showing the way you want it to. And there is actually a part of this clip that I want to be different, so I'm going to edit it for that. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that they could see the achievement, and it actually looks like they can. So I actually didn't even need to adjust it, but if I wanted to adjust it, then I could easily position the Y to make it higher, and then just extend the bottom cropping back out to 0 to make sure that the bottom of the screen was done. But like I said, it actually caught it. So that's good. Now, when you go to do your delivery, I have it preset. So I can click on this and then the menu goes off onto my second monitor and do YouTube short. But you don't have that set yet. You haven't saved it as a preset. You can if you want, but you don't have it yet. So we're gonna put it back to a normal YouTube 1080, and there is just one difference. It's really not hard. It's the exact same, but make sure you click use vertical resolution. As you can see, that just changes it right there. That's the only difference between a normal YouTube video and a YouTube short, is the vertical resolution. So we're gonna save this. The file, part 12, short for YouTube. Save. And we're going to do render, add to render queue, and do file and save project. Now you're done. You have the short for stuff like X or Instagram, and now you have your short for YouTube. Make sure over here on the right that you click off of it. And if this is like, for some reason you can't click off, you can easily hold control. You can select and deselect and do all that as you wish. Okay. And then that's it. Hit render all. Make sure it says render all. It will count if you don't have render all. So just make sure you do render all. Get every project done. Yeah, that's the whole video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this helps, and I will see you later. Bye.